specified in the first schedule of the Act. And those laws which it can control and administer include the Personal Income Tax Act 2011 as amended, the Capital Gains Tax Act Cap C1, Laws of the Federation of Nigeria 2004, the Stamp Duties Act Cap S8, Laws of the Federation of Nigeria 2004, including all regulations, proclamations, government notices, or rules issued under these legislations or other laws made or to be made from time to time by the National Assembly. I'm here today to announce that the Honorable Minister of the FCT, Wike, CON, has approved implementation of Section 85 of the Personal Income Tax Act and Section 31 of the FCT Internal Revenue Service Act 2015. Both sections I have just mentioned provide for demand and verification of tax clearance certificates by federal government ministries, departments and agencies, commercial banks, and FCT secretariats, departments and agencies. So we're talking about MDAs and SDAs. For purposes of emphasis, Section 85 of the Personal Income Tax Act 2011 provides that MDAs or a commercial bank with whom any person has any dealing with respect to any of the specified transactions listed in that law shall demand from a person a tax clearance certificate for the immediate past 3 years preceding the current year of assessment, and shall also verify its authenticity by the issuing tax authority before carrying out any of those transactions. Now, if you come to Section 85 of the PTA, it also provides that for purposes of obtaining a tax clearance, any person who gives incorrect information or obtains a tax clearance certificate through misrepresentation, forgery, or falsification is guilty of an offense and liable on conviction to a fine of 50,000 naira plus twice the tax payable by him or her, or to imprisonment for 3 years, or to both such fine and imprisonment. Similarly, a person, be it a government organization or corporate entity, to whom Section 85 applies, who fails to demand for or verify a tax clearance certificate is guilty of an offense and liable on conviction to a fine of 5 million naira only, or to imprisonment for 3 years, or both fine and imprisonment. This is the Federal Act. In like manner, Section 31 of the FCT IRS Act provides that the FCTA SDAs or officials of the FCTA or official of the area councils, any corporate body or statutory authority or person empowered in that regard by the FCT IRS Act or any other law shall demand a tax clearance certificate from any person, which includes natural persons, business names, enterprises, and other corporate entities, should demand a tax clearance certificate for the last 3 years immediately preceding the current year of assessment as a precondition. I repeat, as a precondition for transacting any business in the FCT. For the avoidance of doubt, the transactions set out in Section 31 of the FCT IRS Act include, but are not limited to, the following. 1. Application for minister's consent to real property transaction. 2. Application for certificate of occupancy. 3. Application for registration as a contractor. 4. Application for award of contracts by government, its agencies, and registered companies. 5. Application for approval of building plans. 6. Application for any government license or permit. 7. Any application relating to the establishment or conduct of business. 8. Application for FCT loan for housing, business, or any other purpose. 9. Registration of motor vehicles. 10. Registration of distributorship. 11. Confirmation of appointment by FCT as chairman or member of any public board, institution, commission, company, or to any other similar position made by government. 12. Application for registration of a limited partnership. 13. Application for market stalls. 14. Appointment or election into public office. And 15. Any other application or process for which a tax clearance certificate is required under this Act or the Personal Income Tax Act. Consequently, all MDAs, commercial banks, and SDAs are required to A. Demand TCC from all taxpayers before providing them with any services, and B. Verify the authenticity of TCCs with FCT IRS or other relevant tax authorities before providing service. On behalf of the FCT administration, we urge all individuals, corporations, corporate souls, trustees, or executors having an income which is chargeable with tax under any law to ensure that they pay their taxes, obtain their TCCs, and present them whenever required. The primary mandate of government is to provide security and welfare of the people. This cannot be achieved if citizens do not pay their taxes as and when due. Taxes are essential to the foundation of any government, and it's important that everyone pays their fair share. Payment of tax is a civic duty and responsibility. Implementation of these laws we just mentioned is intended to ensure that all eligible taxpayers in the FCT comply with their tax obligations. In conclusion, we wish to state that the Personal Income Tax Act, the FCT IRS Act, and other relevant laws will be implemented from time to time to ensure that the FCT administration gets the required resources it needs to provide essential services to FCT residents.
And the issue of implementation of Section 85 did not start last week. It started 2.5 years ago. So we have been preparing for this day, for this implementation. We have deliberately trained our employees in terms of customer service and on technical issues relating to how they relate to taxpayers. But apart from that also, we have a self-service portal. So we don't expect everyone to come into our offices. We expect that with all of this, you can stay in your home, in your office, file your returns, make your payment, and apply for your tax clearance certificate without coming into our offices or even having any physical relationship with any of our employees. So that also we hope and we believe it will take away the pressure from the offices. But our offices are ready to take in as many people as we expect this influx, certainly. And I think the service is absolutely ready to take on the challenge. We've been preparing for this, like I said, in the last 2 years. So this is just something for us that will just take some bit of adjustments, but certainly we do not see any challenge in terms of providing these services to the general public. But like I said, our offices are always open. The website is open, and we have our self-service portal that hopefully we will commission it in the next 10 days. So we do not have any doubt in terms of our capacity to do that. But we also would like to get feedback from taxpayers. If you go into our offices and you have major challenges or any form of challenge, we have created platforms for you to come to report these challenges. And we always have these interactions that we deal with some of the challenges that could come up. But if anything happens, there's a platform electronically, electronically, and all sort of systems that are available for taxpayers, residents, and the general public to report to us what has happened, and we'll take care of that immediately. Thank you very much.